Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. In rooms like this, filled with experience, intelligence, and ambition, success rarely comes down to capability alone. It comes down to confidence, not loud confidence, not arrogance, not pretending to know everything. Let me ask you something. How many opportunities have been delayed? I may not have all the answers, but I trust myself to find them. That is real confidence. Real confidence. The kind that says, I am here to lead and I will not be ignored. Is your potential declined or diluted not because of lack of skill, but because of hesitation? An idea not shared is a proposal softened. A leadership role declined is a risk postponed. Without action, we remain stagnant. In today's world, hesitation is expensive. Markets move fast. Innovation moves faster. The people who step forward are not always the most qualified, are often the most willing to act. Confidence is not a personality trait. It's not reserved for extroverts. It's not something you're born with. Confidence is built every time you do something uncomfortable. Every time you speak before you feel fully ready. Every time you make a decision with incomplete information. Let's be honest, that's leadership. Leadership is not certainty. It's responsibility in the face of uncertainty. The myth is that confidence comes before action. The truth, confidence comes because of action. You don't wait to feel ready. You prepare and then you move. And when you move, even imperfectly, you gather evidence. Evidence that you can handle challenges. Evidence that you can adapt. Evidence that you can recover. And that evidence becomes belief. In business, perfection is often the enemy of progress. We polish the presentation one more time. We refine the strategy one more week. We delay the launch until it feels safer. But growth rarely happens in safety. Confidence is not about eliminating fear. It's about acting despite it. The most effective leaders I've met are not fearless. They simply trust their resilience. They trust that if things go wrong, they will adjust. If they fail, they will learn. If they are challenged, they will rise. That is confidence. And here's something powerful. Confidence is contagious. When you trust your decisions, your team feels stability. When you speak with clarity, others lean in. When you take ownership, others step up. Your confidence sets the emotional temperature of the room. So how do you build it intentionally? First, preparation. Mastery builds certainty. Second, action. Small, courageous moves compound. Say you'll do it and do it, because every kept promise strengthens your identity, and identity drives performance. There will never be a moment when you feel 100% ready for the next level. The promotion, the pivot, the bold idea, the bigger stage. Growth always feels slightly beyond you. That's not a sign to retreat. That's a sign you're expanding. So the next time you hesitate, ask yourself, am I lacking ability or am I lacking belief? Because often, the only gap between where you are and where you want to be is the decision to trust yourself. Not blindly, not recklessly, but deliberately. In a world that rewards speed, adaptability, and leadership, confidence is not optional. It is your edge. Step forward, speak clearly, decide boldly, and trust that you are more capable than you think. You have the power to transform your lives and communities. Thank you so much and have a great week ahead.